Hey guys, welcome back to Local Living. It's Anna Christina and we are still here at Mitchell Park in Riverwood Plantation, and we are in what's called the Aspen layout of First Choice Home Builders Home. But we're joined this time by Jen, and she is the owner of Vintage on 6 out in Waynesboro. And you've just worked your magic in this home. Absolutely love what you did. And so of course, staging a home is so important in getting it off the market, and you've done a fabulous job. So I want to talk about your motivation and inspiration behind what you did with this room.
Thank you. I'd like to thank First Choice for allowing us to come in and stage this fabulous room.
Yes, it's gorgeous.
Yes, we applied a couple of staging tricks in here. So the first thing that we did is we built some height.
Right. Okay.
Because this house has wonderful high ceilings, and so we wanted to showcase that. So we wanted to draw your eye up. The other thing we did is we didn't use a rug.
Okay.
Now, for interior design, we would always use a rug.
Right.
But in this case, for staging, we did not. And the reason for that is that this space is already defined, and we wanted to show the beautiful hardwood floors.
Amazing. I love that you think of all these things, because I know that as an outside person coming in when you're looking at a house, you really don't know how to piece those things together, and the fact that you can do it and do it so well is amazing. And so I know that when we talked during the break, I said, so what do you call this? Is it vintage? Is it farmhouse? And you said it's European farmhouse.
Right.
So combining these looks,
yes, so
is a big deal.
Yes, so this house really lends itself to a farmhouse look, but we didn't want to do generic farmhouse.
Right.
Right, this house is also very elegant, so we decided to do European farmhouse.
Okay.
So if you're going to go that route, if you're going to go the farmhouse route, especially European farmhouse, you want to mix some new and some old, but bring in some authentic pieces, and that's also really important in staging. In staging, you're setting a stage. You want somebody to envision themselves in the home and see how they could live.
Right. Well, and again, she does a fabulous job. I'm telling you what, I mean, piecing those things together. When you talk about farmhouse, people think, oh, I got to go with the basic this or that, but you really draw these things in. They just got back from Texas, and so they have so many new fabulous things. I got to give a shout out to my home state, right?
Right, exactly.
But it's so important for people to know that you guys go out of your way to find pieces that are really going to bring life to somebody's home, and that's exactly what you're doing.
That's correct. And in cases where we can't find a piece, we actually custom build. For example, we custom built the farm table for this space.
Oh, amazing! I did not know that. Look at that. So shout out to Rob then?
Yeah, shout out to Rob. Because we wanted a dark color in here to highlight the shiplap walls.
Okay. And so tell me about these features, because you are looking at a room with shiplap walls. How is that different than having just your basic wall?
So there's already texture that's brought in by the shiplap, and then there's color that's brought in by the shiplap.
Okay.
And so we wanted to add texture as well, and then we wanted dark colors to contrast off of the white.
Right.
So when you're doing farmhouse, it is important to remember texture.
Yes.
And it's really important to remember layering.
Okay.
And it's really important to remember that you need some authentic pieces. So something rusty, something,
That's a beautiful piece right behind you.
You of course have to have a farm table.
Yes. Well, and see, these are all basic and good tips for people to know. I say basic, but they're really not that basic for me. They're overwhelming too for somebody, an individual like myself that doesn't or isn't familiar with piecing stuff together. So Jen, it's so nice to have you come in and really work your magic on a room, and obviously she knows what she's doing. So if you guys want to visit with them out in Waynesboro, they can, right?
Thank you.
Anytime.
Yes.
All right, thanks so much.